racing manager to Godolphin. Simon Crisford joins me now after a Group 1 win for Certify, and Simon, she's done it nicely in the end, hasn't she?
I think she's done it really, really well. I mean, she's a top-notch filly. It was a shame that Prince Khaled Abdullah's filly couldn't run, because obviously she looks a very nice prospect, and but she did it well, and she might have been a little bit isolated, you know, over that last furlong, and she was hanging a little bit. But she's, ever since her first win at Newmarket, she's always looked really, really promising, and she fulfilled all of our expectations today.
Do you think that's a sign of her still being slightly inexperienced and green, or was it just the fact that she was out on her own for a bit?
Do you know, I don't know the answer to that question, but Mikhail said that she was a little bit funny today anyway. She didn't really want to go in the gates, and she was just a little bit awkward, and you know, maybe that's a sign that she's been running at the top level for her last few races, and maybe she's telling us, look, she's done enough for this year, so we'll think about that, and we'll see. We'll have another look at the video and see what we think.
What did Mikhail say about the start? Because going into the gates, she just seemed a bit lazy early on.
He said that, you know, he felt she was a little bit different today. Her attitude was a little bit more touchy. So I don't know why, but as I said, maybe we're coming to the end of the season. We're turning into autumn, and sometimes fillies can be like that. But she, you know, it doesn't matter. She's won a Group 1, a Group 2, a Group 3. She's done exceptionally well. And she is a very, very good filly.
And by the sounds of it, a race like the Breeders' Cup or future targets come the end of the season, maybe off the agenda, and that's her done for the season.
Possibly. I mean, you know, obviously I've got to talk to her owner first and discuss the situation with Mahmood. I would imagine it's more likely she won't have another race, and she would just be put away for the winter.
When she does get put away to the winter, is it the case that they go to Dubai? Will she winter in Dubai?
That will be discussed in due course. I mean, we've only just seen the race, so you know, we need to spend a little bit of time thinking about it, and then we'll talk about it, and a decision will be made, as a decision will be made with all of our horses over the next few weeks as to whether they go to Dubai or stay here.
You've had some very good juvenile fillies in recent years, particularly the Sweet Solera, which is a race you've targeted and done very well in the past 4 or 5 years. What is it about Certify that makes you confident that she'll train on into a good 3-year-old?
Well, you can never be sure. I mean, obviously, lots of good juveniles, if you look back over the years, haven't trained on, and some do, and some that you don't necessarily expect to improve from 2 to 3 do improve. So you can never be confident. You just have to be hopeful. But all we can say right now is that she would be, you know, the leading filly from her generation at the present time. Obviously, we have to see how good she is in 6 months from now. But right now, she's the best.
She's Antipode's favourite for the 1,000 guineas. Obviously, now that's in the forefront of the mind.
Absolutely. You know, she's a course and distance winner now at Newmarket, and as I say, if all being well, and if she has a good winter and she turns up as a 3-year-old with the same spirit and ability as she's had at 2, then she has every chance to win a Guineas. And
the fact that the Fillies Mile is now run at Newmarket with that course and distance experience, or the experience here, must stand you in incredibly good stead when looking ahead to next season.
I think it probably does, although you know, you can have some horses are better than others, and usually the best horse wins, whether it's had experience over the course of the distance or not.
Just a word on Enki. How did he come out of the St Leger?
Super. Yeah, very pleased with him. He's going to have a holiday now, and you know, we'll make a plan for him over the course of the winter, but he's looking forward to the big races next season for him.
And yesterday as well, we saw 2 horses, Cavalryman and Lost in the Moment. Are they on the plane out of here to Australia?
Well, they will be, but not for quite some time. They start quarantine on the 6th of October. They do two weeks quarantine here at Snailwell. And after that they go to Australia. They have to do 2 weeks quarantine there. They'll clear quarantine the morning of the Melbourne Cup and then race, and they should be fresh and well. And I think really that race, it's all about how well handicapped you are, and you have to obviously be fit and very well to perform to your best. But both of those horses have you know, on the book, they've got a chance of sorts. I mean, Cavalryman would be 2 lengths behind the top-rated horse, and Lost in the Moment would be 4 lengths behind the top-rated horse. So, you know, we've got to bridge that distance in order to win the Cup, but, you know, we've got to take our chance.
Go there with a chance. Enjoy the trip down under when it happens, and well done today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.